Algeria versus Egypt, known as the World Cup hate match, a rivalry that was sparked in the 1950s when Algeria was fighting for their independence through soccer. Egypt refused to play them, which is where the bitterness between the two countries began. Algeria is a Muslim country with 99% of citizens practicing the religion. Egypt is mainly Muslim too, with 75% practicing the religion, but they do have a little diversity with Christianity. Egypt is one of the most well-known civilizations of early Africa, with much of their culture being passed down to European cultures. Algeria, on the other hand, has a culture of their own that encompasses literature, music, religion, cuisine, and other factors.
Egypt's economy is varied. Agriculture, tourism, industry, and services contribute at an equal rate. Algeria's economy is dominated by its exports of petroleum and natural gas, contributing about a third of the economy. The game creates so much animosity between the two countries that FIFA has thought about canceling the match to avoid violence. Both countries have a lot of nationalism, and they display this through the competitor spirit as it pertains to soccer. With just one country in between them, as well as their bitter past, we see the formation of the World Cup hate match. First basketball game back from Christmas break, Campbell County versus Bishop Brossart, the big crosstown shootout. Only 3.1 miles separate the two schools. Within the last 5 years, Campbell County leads Bishop Brossart 4-3. Although the schools are so close, they are both very different. Campbell County being a large public school of close to 1,500 kids, while Bishop Brossart, a private school, barely being a third in size. The crosstown shootout is held in the middle of Alexandria at Campbell County Middle School. By the time the varsity game tips off, there is barely any standing room in the gymnasium. With every basket or momentum swing, the gym just gets louder and more rambunctious. This rivalry is great for the community. For the last 5 or 6 years, both schools hold a food drive where we see who can bring in more canned goods. This is called the Crosstown Food Out, with all of the food being donated to the local care mission, which helps out those in need from the area. Last year, in 2016, we raised over 7,000 pounds of canned goods for those in need.
The matchup usually occurs 2 times, but can occur more depending on the playoffs. Both schools are in Kentucky's 10th region, as well as both being in the 37th district. Campbell County has 16 district titles, including the last 4 in a row, and 5 10th region championships, compared to Brossart's 7 district titles and 1 10th region championship. There are many defining moments in this rivalry, but just to name a few. Cole Heggie with the game-winning layup as a sophomore in 2015, Dalton Griffin with the game-tying shot at the buzzer in 2012, and Nate McGovney with the game-winning three-pointer in 2011. The atmosphere and the overall school pride is what makes this rivalry so intense.